I'm really quite excited we've got the funds on. Ridiculous, isn't it? Now, after a journey of 8,000 miles across the Atlantic, a bomber from the Second World War has landed in this region.
The son of a former pilot flew the B17 Flying Fortress from the United States into Duxford in Cambridgeshire. This report from Anthony Bartram.
The most famous and feared bomber of World War II, Boeing's B17 Flying Fortress. Don Brooks sits up front in the Liberty Bell at Duxford. The realisation of a lifelong ambition. He's flown her 8,000 miles from the US to East Anglia via Greenland, retracing the exact flight path his father took in the original 65 years ago.
The driving force behind my efforts is really to honour the veterans that sacrificed so greatly for the freedoms that we enjoy today, and to be able to bring one of these planes back and help people reflect on the Americans, guys that were here, 60 years ago, and what they did and the great sacrifice, just means everything to me.
A remarkable trip, unlikely to be repeated, not least because 86-year-old Ken Hodinett made it with them, bringing memories of his time flying B-17s with the mighty 8th to the Flying Legends Air Show at Duxford this weekend.
If you couldn't get your gear down, you'd have to belly land. They had to land with their poor crew member in that ball turret. So a lot of them, 26,000 Air Force men died. A lot of them died horribly death.
Now this is where it gets really interesting, because with a full complement of crew you get a real sense of just how cramped things really were inside. Now just imagine being airborne and coming under enemy fire.
B17 in trouble out at 2 o'clock watching.
Over 30,000 US airmen who came to East Anglia lost their lives in the defence of liberty. Today, replicas like the Liberty Bell and her famous sister the Memphis Bell are roaring reminders of the sacrifice they made. 40,000 visitors will be at Duxford this weekend for their last chance to see this one flying outside of America. Anthony Bartram, BBC News, Duxford.
I'm really quite excited we've got the funds on. Ridiculous, isn't it? Now, after a journey of 8,000 miles across the Atlantic, a bomber from the Second World War has landed